music, what does it mean? What are notes? I have 3 songs to share with you today. They're really good ones. Can't wait to share them with you. Let's just poop right on this. First, I'm going to hit you with some Aretha Franklin. This is Amazing Grace from the album titled Amazing Grace from 1972. I'm not religious, but this is about the closest you can get to going, okay, Jesus, yes, sweet, hot Jesus. She recorded this over the course of 2 nights at a Baptist church in Los Angeles with the Southern California Community Choir supporting her and a full congregation present. This is a live recording, and it's one of the reasons why this is such a fucking magical piece of music. Aretha's returning to her roots here because she began singing as a kid as part of a gospel choir. But the most beautiful thing about this track is the way that it unfolds over the course of 10 or so minutes. It starts quiet. It starts with her just singing a little bit, humming, the piano joining in, the room sound and the audience all there shuffling around in their seats or standing. And then as she begins to sing and the choir begins to join her and the organ begins to swell and the audience becomes more excited and they start yelling at her and with her, and then as she just grows and her voice becomes more powerful and resonant and the choir becomes louder, it's like you light a fuse and there's the spark and then the slow burn, and as it reaches you can see it coming closer and closer to the dynamite until it finally hits it, and it's just like, it's fucking chaos in there. People are screaming, shouting. Aretha is like belting at the absolute top of her range. It's the most explosive, expressive, celebratory, like declaration of religion, really that I can remember ever hearing on a modern recording. Aretha's at the top of her game. Everyone in the place is feeling it. The only gripe I would say is that it may go on just a little bit too long, but don't let that stop you from listening to it. Just listen to it. Sit back and just soak in the glory of this thing. It's fucking spectacular, and I hope you enjoy it. Next song I'm going to share with you is from Steve Lacey. You may very well know him. He's a member of the band The Internet. They're very popular. He released a solo album last year called Steve Lacey's Demo, and there's one song on there that I think is really, really special, and it's called Some. This is a great example of just a really well-conceived, tightly composed, sweet little funk soul R&B number. Starts off with this fat, meaty bass line accompanied by just a simple little drum beat. And when the song kicks in, Steve Lacey gets his guitar on, and it's all just, it works nicely together. There's nothing particularly like special about any of the individual elements, but they come together just to create a really lovely song. It's hard for me to vocalize exactly what it is I like about it so much, but it's the vibe, it's the sweetness. Steve Lacey's voice has a really lovely quality to it. It's really nice to listen to, especially after the chorus when all the harmonies drop and it's just him. You can it's just this innocent, fairly hazy, eager voice, and it really complements what he's saying, which is just I want to love you. Come with me, baby. Yo, let me show you my love. You know, just this normal, I love you, honey, let's get our love on thing. But I don't know, he just pulls it off. It's a great song to herald in the coming spring and summer. Perfect thing to pop on while you're relaxing, chilling, and enjoying the sunshine. This is a good one. Listen to it. Enjoy it. Sleep with it. The last song I'm going to recommend to you is by Department of Eagles. It's called In Ear Park. It's from their album by the same name. It came out in 2008. Excellent album, very much worth your time. This is the first song off the album. This song does what my very favorite pieces of music do, which is explore a whole range of sounds and ideas and dynamics throughout the course of it. When you start the song, there's just some creaking wood and a little bit of guitar work. and it's like you're waking up, and then they throw you into these excruciatingly beautiful and complex arpeggios that just sweep up and down. And then as they move further into the song, they bring in these bowed cellos and bass instruments, and there's all sorts of crazy intricacies happening within the mix that I can't place. The band is comprised of two members, Daniel Rossen and Fred Nicholas. You may know Daniel Rossen as one half of the writing duo of Grizzly Bear. He's found a lot of success there. I prefer Department of Eagles, even though they haven't put out nearly as much work as Grizzly Bear. I find it to be a more exciting band, song for song musically. The reason I brought this up was to talk about Daniel Rossen and his voice, which is really something unique. It's incredible. It sits on a higher range and is fairly soft but committed. He really has a gift for coming up with melodies and chord structures that feel like you've never heard them before, and they feel like they come from some sort of magical place. They fill you with this sense of wonder and amazement as they unfold and then give way to some new musical revelation. And I cannot praise the songwriting here enough, and the attention to detail for every instrument, for every musical choice. It's all packed in, and everything has been thought about meticulously. You can hear it, you can feel it. It's deeply emotional. What a fucking song. It's bands like this that make me think about and marvel at the, potential and power of music as a medium. And I hope you enjoy it. Those are the tracks. Hope you like them. I'm going to link them in the description and in the comments. As always, let's talk about them. Let me know what you think. Always love hearing from you guys down there in the old comments down there, all the way down there. I hope everyone's week is going well. Mine's great. I'm going to continue to poop on it over here from my end. I hope you drink some prune juice and just let that shit spray all over the world. And I hope you have a great rest of the week. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.